Hello, I'm going to give a quick review on Riccar's new Forget It, F-U-R, Forget It vacuuming tool. Now, hard to do this with one hand and a camera, but this is the tool. It has this Velcro type, not Velcro, but lint remover, and it has these pads here. Let's see if I can do this. It rotates like that. It attaches to, this particular one attaches to my Riccar 1500p canister. And I think you can get, no matter what, if it's, they have them for all the Riccar products, attaches very easily on here. And this is an access port right here to open in case it gets jammed up, which you see a few little hairs that we practiced on our couch. We have 3 border collies and 1 mutt, and I use the dogs are working dogs, and I only transport them in this truck. You can see the hair right there on the seat cushion. Well, I'm going to try, for the first time, to use this Riccar Forget It tool and see how well it does. Basically, it doesn't rotate by itself. This bottom piece does not rotate by itself. What you have to do, you have to push it back and forth like this as it's vacuuming. And you can see right there, it's picking up hair off the seat. Okay, let's try it out, see how it works. All right, oops, sorry about that. Just shutting it off. It did a fairly okay job. The real test is going to be here, and the real big test is going to be the floor here. Don't mind the doors. That's back up in case I get frustrated. Now look at all this hair in the back seat here and on the floor. So I'm going to take this vacuum cleaner and take some of this stuff off the floor. I want you to take a good look here. That is all dog hair. Now, I do have to admit, I do have a backup. I have a lava rock, which helps. Let me show you what that looks like. I'll put this on pause for a second. Okay, this is a lava rock, which kind of works the same way, sort of, but this is good for getting into corners. You just scrape it along, and it will pile up the hair, and you have the vacuum cleaner going and it sucks it up. This is probably good for getting in tight corners like here, where I don't think the Riccar Forget It tool will really reach in there, so I'll have to do that, I believe, with the lava rock. You can get these lava rocks on Amazon. It's under $10. This Riccar tool is like $49 with shipping, another over $50 then it comes to. So anyway, I'm gonna go and do this back seat here on the floor, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, I'm back. I just did a portion of the floor here. You can see there's still a lot of hair there. And what I did notice on the back here, it did fill up with quite a bit of hair. Now to be honest with you, I got a ton of dog hair in here, in this back seat of the truck. So let me just try and let's look in the compartment here, see how that looks. Well, that's pretty much filled up there, so we're gonna have to clean that out. And maybe if I put the vacuum on. Yeah, cleaned itself pretty good there. No complaints there. All right, this may take a while, so when I'm done, I'll give you an overall assessment what I think of the tool. But I'll have to let you know, be honest with you, I'm going to be using that lava rock in the corners here. So that's it. Okay, I'm back here from the doing the test with the Forget It tool by Riccar, and I'll have to say it works very well on the upholstery. Now on my rug, maybe a little bit more difficult, because this rug, as I showed you, was just loaded. I mean loaded with dog hair. And the only tough spot that we have right now is in the corners and in the edging. So, and the tool, the Riccar tool, won't get in that spot. So we'll have to use the lava rock. And if you haven't used the lava rock, I can show you quickly how that's done. It's going to take a little maneuvering on my part, because I have to maneuver the camera, the lava rock, and the vacuum at the same time. But I'll basically, I think I can do that like one at a time here. So let me show you. I'm going to walk around to the other side of the car, and I'll pause this for a second and change the focus the other way. Okay, I'm on the other side of the car here. My Riccar. I wanted to show you the upholstery on the seats as I get in here, because that really came out good. If you remember what the driver's side seat looked like, this was all covered with dog hair, and this, I used just the Riccar Forget It tool on here, and on this side too. This was covered with dog hair. So on the upholstery, it did a really good job, I think. Now, like I said, the hard part is down here. And that's in the crevices and the corners and stuff. And the lava tool, how it works, you kind of just scrape. Let me maneuver myself here so I can lift this up a little bit. Now you see the hair here in these corners. This was very difficult to get to with the Riccar, but what you'd basically do, with the lava rock, you can pile the hair just like that, and then with the vacuum, just suck all that up. And that's how that works. So that's the lava rock. Like I said, you can get that on Amazon for less than $10. So I got actually a lot more work to be done. I used some covers on my seats in the back here so that it doesn't get too much dog hair. It's a little easier to clean. So I'm doing a review of
oh, I see.
My wife just stopped by for a second. As you can see, here's another view of that seat with all the hair gone. And I have more work to do, so that is my review of the Riccar Forget It tool. You can only get that on the Riccar website. And like I said, it's like $49 and plus shipping. So, if you enjoyed my my review, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to try to answer. Yeah, it's going to be a little easier to clean the upholstery. So the general rule, or the general consensus by my part, is that the upholstery gets cleaned very well with the Forget It tool. If it's heavily covered with dog hair, especially like on the rugs of a car, you're going to need a little more help with that. So anyway, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. My apologies for the editing. I have to kind of piece this all together in a photo or movie editor so that it all looks a little right. So hope it's not too long for you, and I appreciate it. I'll tell you the reason why I did this, because there are no reviews of the Forget It pet tool on the internet. All it is one demo from a trade show. So that's the reason why I did it, and so good luck. Bye now.